welcome, guys.
Technology's great. We love Star Trek. Cut. Oh, hey. How's it going?
This is nice and intimate, right? It's like in your face.
It is, yeah.
In your face.
This is better. This is better.
Look at all of our glorious light we have. We glowing.
This is better. This is a lot better.
You can see all my gray hair. Look, now see how your haircut looks. There you go. Bye-bye.
I feel pretty.
Oh, so pretty.
I feel pretty and witty and bright. I feel pretty.
What was that from? That was from Anger Management, right?
Well, it's originally from West Side Story.
Oh. Was it you who made me watch Anger Management?
No. I know what it is, but no, I've never really made it through that movie. But West Side Story was like a Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, I have heard of that.
For modern, 50s or something like that.
I read the book when I was a teenager. The West Side Story.
The play.
Something. I read something. Some adaptation of the story.
The play, the movie, the play, whatever.
I think it must have been the play. It was in literature, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't even think it was the whole thing. I think it was just a few scenes.
We had in, I think it was Theater 2, or was it Theater 2? I think so. Anyway, you could either do, you had to compare and contrast two different plays. You had to do Romeo and Juliet and West Side Story, or Job, the book of the Bible, and this play called J.B., which was sort of,
A take on the story.
Yeah. So I chose that, of course, and it was interesting.
All right then. I have to check that out. I haven't read plays in forever.
I still have it. It was in the 11th grade.
You like the paper you wrote?
Huh?
You have the paper you wrote?
Oh, well, yeah, I have that, and I also have the play.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
I'm
dig it out. I want to read it.
Okay, I will. And actually, it was the teacher who wrote that book.
Yeah.
It was in her class. But anyway, that was a really cool class. But anyway.
Rabbit trails, that's what we do.
I love feeling nostalgic.
Bunny trail.
Hibbity hop, Easter's on its way.
Yes.
April Fool, bitch. Okay.
Finger dancing. Okay. That was stupid.
Well, hello guys.
Hi.
We are riding on a high right now because we just did a 57-minute live
On Facebook.
I believe it was our third live. And by the way, how did you like that intro? Good job, Kara.
The music you were hearing, that was us.
That was us. Beautiful.
We I did not want to go out and try to find public domain music for us to use and royalty free, whatever they call it. And I'm like, D, you have a drum, I have a piano. We know about music just a little bit. We're rusty.
Yep.
But we sat down and did that in less than 10 minutes.
We banged it out.
Actually, I think it was less than 5 minutes because that clip that you heard, that I used the entire thing that we did.
Yeah.
It was like 30 seconds and we were done.
And it was amazing. But we're very excited with our live. Things are going great. We love everybody on Instagram.
Yeah.
Loving everybody on Facebook.
We sent stuff out to two of our winners. Mm-hmm. We had Supermax. He won the pillow that
Mr. Ferengi.
Yes. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, he's Mr. Ferengi.
Mr. Ferengi. I was just giving out his Instagram.
Sorry.
But you should go follow him on Instagram. He posts a lot of Star Trek stuff. But D hand sewed a Star Trek pillow. He won that. And then we had Spock X Kirk, who is not in the United States, and we sent a lovely little package off to them, and I hope that they love it.
Little Star Trek care package.
Yes, and there's one item in there that is from Memphis, the area that we live in, and we just wanted to give you a little piece of us
Yeah,
in our
just
home.
a little something you can look and say, oh, Aren't those girls lovely? Aren't they?
Sometimes we're lovely.
Aren't they? We should invite them for whatever major holiday is biggest in our country.
I don't know what that is, but that would be cool. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
So, anyway, we sent those off, and
it was, and the day that we went to the shipping center, it was raining so hard, and so I had my big, tall rubber rain boots on, my dairy boots that I got at the Walmart.
She's going to milking.
So, I have my little shopping cart basket full of all this Star Trek stuff. And I felt so weird because, the lady who was there, because we were shipping outside, one of the packages was going outside the United States, she had to, make a complete inventory of everything we were sending. She had to type all this information into the customs forms that she had to fill out. So we were just kind of standing there waiting for her to do all this. And at the end, when we were paying and getting ready to go, she was just like, so you gave this stuff away on the internet? And I was like, yeah, it's from our website, blah, blah, blah. And then we walk out. We didn't tell her to go look us up on Facebook. We didn't tell her what our name was. And she just saw all this Star Trek crap, and she might like Star Trek.
Right, and honestly, after we did the live, I was like, why didn't you say go subscribe, go like, go follow? God almighty, what's wrong with you? Do you not want to be successful? Jesus.
That's a little bit, that escalated quickly.
It did, but it was against, myself, so I don't really feel bad about it. But
I got back to my desk at work, and I was sitting there going, oh my gosh. So then I'm like, okay, well, the next thing we mail out, I'm going to make sure to go there around that same time, and maybe she'll be working there, and I could be write down all of our stuff. Yeah.
And honestly, I get, when we buy little stuff like that, people ask you, because around here, we may not look like the type of gals that would purchase said Star Trek items. Very posh indeed.
I think that.
But
I'm hanging around Joe too much.
Yeah, well, you said that we need to incorporate the word posh into our lives
every day. Yes, in generic conversation. I love throwing generic out there too. That's one of my favorite words. Look at my little badge there.
It's lovely. I wish I could see mine. I mean, I know it's in view, but
oh yeah, the settings box on the camera is doing it.
So, anyway.
I know why. All right, so we had our a very successful Facebook Live tonight. We had some delicious pizza. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you.
And then we watched an episode of Star Trek, the animated series.
We did.
And I have to say, it was one of the best episodes yet.
It's been since Christmas since we've watched one.
We're so lame.
We are, and I was about to bust out in a song, but...
No, you can.
You're so lame.
That's not the words to that song.
I know, but I bet you think that song is about you, don't you? You're so lame. You can't walk. Different kind of lame, but still.
Question.
Answer.
Okay, so the animated series, season 1, episode 13, the Ambergris, what was it called? The name of the episode is the Ambergris Element.
So the Ambergris Element was such a joy to watch.
It was. I don't know. It was the animated series is really picking up speed for me. I've been kind of reading some about it online, and some of the people we follow on Instagram. There are lots of people that post memes and screenshots and different things about it, fan fiction about the animated series. And so just reading that, it kind of really has made me want to... I was like, what are you doing?
That's like the most recognizable thing from... One more time. My favorite is still...
I was going to try to put a clip of that in our intro, but you were like so off camera and it didn't look right, so, but anyway.
Yeah. But anyway, it was a good start to the episode.
Start to what episode?
The Ambergris Element. And like you said, Star Trek the animated series is picking up speed.
It is. It really is. And one of the things that I liked about it, they had gone to this planet that by all indication, all of their scans showed that it was uninhabited. And there was something going on with the planet where there was lots of earthquakes.
Yeah.
And it caused the ground or the land to collapse in on itself. So the planet was mostly water.
Yeah, the majority, yeah.
The majority of the planet was water. And there was a Federation planet that was in danger of going through this same thing. So they were there studying this uninhabited planet to see how they could save their own planet. So they're like on this, what do they call it, the Aqua Shuttle?
Yeah.
And it was like zooming over the top surface of the water. And this huge giant red fish thing. It looked like a dinosaur fish.
Yeah.
Almost. Dragonfish? I don't know. It like attacked them.
Nessie.
It was, who all was in there? It was Kirk and Spock, Bones, and a red shirt.
Yeah. Red shirts don't die in the animated series because it's a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah. We haven't seen a red shirt die yet.
No, we haven't really seen anyone die.
No, we really haven't. Interesting.
Everyone can be redeemed. That's the moral of the story, kids.
So this big fish thing attacks them and like picks the Aqua Shuttle up, tosses out Bones and the red shirt, and then keeps Kirk and Spock for himself. Mm-hmm. So as you know, the Spurk lovers love this episode because it was a lot of Spock and Kirk together.
It was. They had a transforming experience together.
So apparently after this, what do you call it? Sea creature.
Nessie.
Demolished their shuttle and injured them apparently. There were some aqua people. There's actually people that live under the water on this planet. And the young people found them and injected them with some serum to save their lives. But basically it made their hands and feet wet. It made their hands and feet webbed, and they could only breathe underwater. So in order to save them, they had to turn them into aquatic creatures.
Side note, we never saw the young people.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, but that's gonna loop back to the ending because let's touch on that again. Okay. Because I didn't realize that until you just said that. Yeah. But there was something I wanted to say about the old people. So.
Okay. So Anyway, they injected them with that, and now they can't breathe above water. So they've got them in this tank.
An aquarium.
Yeah, an aquarium.
In sick bay.
And they're like, well, there's nothing we can. Bones like, well, there's nothing we can do. And basically, if it wasn't a Saturday morning cartoon, God damn it, Bones, I can't navigate the Enterprise from a fish tank.
Right.
I cannot command a starship.
And then Spock was like, my logic would be of no use to this ship being confined here in sickbay.
Oh, but I'm really enjoying it with Jim right now, so if you could just leave.
Bye. Okay, so Kirk is just like, we can't do this. We gotta get out of this tank. And at this point, Spock and Kirk did not know that there was an aquatic civilization on this planet.
Yes.
The rest of the Enterprise found them in this condition, took them back to the ship. So now Kirk feels like the only thing that they can do is just go out there in the water and try to figure out what happened. Because if they were injected with something that transformed them, that means that's a sign of an advanced civilization.
Yeah.
So he's like, I gotta go out there and do it. And Bones is like, I don't know about this.
Oh.
And Spock is, well, what do you think, Spock? And Spock goes, well, his delivery is quite emotional. But I agree with him, and I'm going with him.
But yes. His thinking is emotional, but
he's right.
God damn it, he's right.
I mean, why couldn't you just say, yeah, he's right.
Well, he would be Vulcan if he didn't try to sound a bit more,
posh. Comment below how many times you've heard us say that word in this video.
Because let's face it, to Paul, posh as hell.
Posh.
Alright,
so these two aquatic Starfleet people Spock and Kirk, they go swimming off into the void, and they encounter these people. They're like, go back to your ship, air breathers. And you know what? They
Bitch, do you see me with a protective air bubble? No, I'm breathing water like you.
But no, they acknowledged our young are the one who transformed you. So they knew they were transformed. They knew they could only breathe underwater, but they kept calling them air breathers.
Yeah.
That made no sense.
Yeah.
So, Spock and Kirk went and visited these aquatic people. And they told them to shoo, go back, go away. And they persisted, and they got a net thrown over them.
Of course.
They got captured. And so they're trying to plead their case, and, you know, we really would like to go back to our other form. And they're like, oh, we can't do that. The ordainments forbid it.
And they keep calling them spies.
Yes.
They think they are the air breathers who are native to the planet.
Right, which there are no more air breathers. But there used to be air breathers that would terrorize the aquatic people, from what they explained. So they decided, what they did is they took them up to the rocks and put a net over them and had them out of the water. Well, they couldn't breathe out of the water, so they were laying there dying. Well, one of the women of the aquatic people, she came and was going to try to help them, but she couldn't move the net. So she went and found Scotty and the other Starfleet people, and they came and helped them. So that was the beginning. You saw that she was one of the characters, and then a couple of the guys started coming in, and they kind of helped Spock and Kirk figure out how to reverse all of this. And also they helped save their planet.
Yeah, and while the female that helped them was going to find Scotty and the rest of them, they heard from Bones, who was on the Enterprise, that in 4 hours there was going to be a huge quake. And so by the time they get back, Scotty gets to Spock. I keep wanting to say Spurk. Once he gets back to Spurk, it's less than 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know, and the female reluctantly tells them that there are things in the archives, you know, that they're not allowed to go see, of course, in the ruins.
Because the ordainments forbid it.
The ordainments forbid it. The ordainments forbid it. But so, of course, he says, well, take me to the ordainments. And she's like, no can do, buckaroo. And he's like, hey, girl, I'll swish your gills for you. And she's like, come on, I'll take you to the reef. So they go to the reef, and, of course, they go in, and they
encounter the dinosaur swimming creature again.
Nessie comes back, Red Nessie comes back, and of course
they swim in there. They go right to what they need.
Of course, they look at nothing else.
They go straight to what they need. Do not look at all this massive archive of stuff. They grab exactly what they need and leave after the column falls on Nessie. But they still can't. Once they read the information, Bones is like, well, we need this venom from this creature, the same creature they just encountered.
That they just killed.
Right, so they have to go hunt another one, and then they're like holding this thing up to its tooth.
And by the way, killing them, is against the ordainments.
Yeah, you can't kill them. It's against the ordainments.
Good Lord. Can't take a piss without checking the ordainments.
Okay, so they put this net over this creature. They're like holding this canister up to its tooth so the venom can fall out into it. Well, then the earthquakes are starting to happen. So they get a little bit, and they're like, it's not enough, and Bones creates this serum to reverse the mutations that they put in Spock and Kirk.
That he's testing on fish, by the way.
Right. He tested it on fish first. It was not a cruelty-free treatment, okay? No. But because once you give them too much, then the mutation reverses too far and essentially will kill you. So basically he was testing on fish that he killed. That's really not very
No, kosher. But it's above children's heads who are watching it in
and this was also
the 70s on a Saturday morning.
Right. So that was before our time.
So in the scrolls of the archives, the dosage, like she said, is not in there. So, of course, it's trial and error, and who's going to go first but the captain?
Right, and he's like, I'm going to give you 2 little doses, and then I'm going to give you 1 big dose. And this scene right here was the best of the animated series.
Oh my God. So they're back on the Enterprise,
Right.
in the fish tank, in the spark tank, if you will. That is now a bit cloudy for God knows why. I mean, it was clear, a few minutes ago before Bones came in to administer the serum.
There's lots of little swimmers in the water.
But that's neither here nor there.
That was horrible. Sorry. What is this noise at the door?
It's the cat trying to get in.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
No, if you need to go watch the live that we did and see the cat's antics, because you should have been there, and you can, so go watch the live.
Reversed by any means.
Okay,
I want to get our reaction.
Self-inclusive experiments.
pause it real quick. Okay, so we are watching. We're about to let you guys see our reaction again, because it is timelessly funny. He's about to inject.
So pitiful.
He's about to inject Kirk with the first dose of the venom and
Antidote.
antidote. And we just watch.
You might not hear it, but you'll see our reactions, and then we'll tell you what they say.
I decreased the strength by 3/4, Jim, but we can't be sure it's right.
How many infusions, Bones?
Too small, one large.
Well, let's get started.
Too small, one large. That's what she said.
Too bad you can't put it on a small screen.
Okay, Kirk is turning blood red, then Data white.
Oh yeah, Data White.
His pulse is fading.
And somehow he's reading this from a thing that looks like this, and it's got a light on it.
Pulse and heart normal. Something's happening to his metabolism. It's at least 10 times normal speed.
So his webbing on his hand is going away.
Metabolism normal. Heartbeat normal. The lungs are beginning
His lungs are coming back.
This is the last dose.
Now he's giving the large dose. That hand already converted. They're showing the same thing.
I know.
Was too strong.
Antitoxin, that's what it's called.
And now he has a fin on his back.
And he's got scales all over his face. I like the soccer girls.
And he's going
Starting
with
to
her.
break.
Get him out of the tank!
How do you feel, Jim?
A little dizzy. Otherwise normal.
Well, better get into some dry clothes. I wouldn't want you to catch cold. Your turn.
Okay. So,
And the look on Spock's face is like, fuck you, Bones.
Kirk was reverting back to human. So they pulled him out of the tank. And if you didn't hear this, we're just going to paraphrase. Bones is like, you better get some dry clothes on. I wouldn't want you to catch cold.
Yeah, baby.
And then the camera pans to Spock, and he's like, your turn, Spock. And Spock is sitting there like, don't mess with my man!
Oh my god, it's oh my god.
It's such a Spurk episode. Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love the internet and things like Instagram that teach me new words like Spurk. Before we started HipTrek on Instagram, I had no idea about Spurk.
Spurking in the morning, spurking in the evening, spurking at supper time. When spurking's on the menu, I'm gonna get spurking anytime. Spurking. Hey, a mirror commercial. It's Spurk's Miracle Promenade.
They're going to be together in our universe, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are. And
Bones
it's gonna be a Spurk conglomerate.
They're going to have like a high rise with their names and lights. They're like the Brangelina. Oh, that's funny. So pretty much the antitoxin was able to take Kirk and Spock back to their original human form. They were able to divert the power of the earthquake to an uninhabited portion of the planet. And the aquatic people said that their young were going to go up to the earth above the water. They were going to take the antitoxin, become air breathers, and start rebuilding the civilization on top of the ground. Mm-hmm. But it's interesting that you mentioned the civilization is talking. The young ones helped. They saved Spock and Kirk's life by injecting them and turning them into water-breathing creatures. They wanted to pull away and do something completely new with their civilization, but we never saw them.
And also, they wiped, and they said it, they wiped Spurk's memories
Right.
before because they said that so that you wouldn't
won't
come back.
and they came back.
Yeah, they
because
came back.
Spurk's like, something's out there.
Right.
But I mean, it just shows, like the Spock providing his logical, like, well, this is signs of an intelligent life form. I mean, the aquatic people instantly thought of them as spies or people from their planet, and they're like, no, we're not even from around here. We're just here studying your planet because we didn't know you were on here.
Like, what the hell are y'all talking about? We thought y'all was fish.
Right?
But all's well that ends well on a Saturday morning.
Yeah, they headed out, and it was the end scene is animated Kirk with a cheesy smile.
Oh my God, like, for real. Like, he just, like, I can just picture William Shatner with it.
Hands down, the Bones scene where Bones was trying to get Spock's man. That's just.
I mean, it was so slow and breathy, just
I
like,
didn't want you to catch cold.
Baby.
You gotta get in dry clothes.
it's cold outside. And honey, if you're gonna be well for later, I need you to put on a coat.
So creepy.
I know!
Anyway, it was a good episode. I'm glad we watched it. I'm glad we're getting back into watching it and doing the videos about it because it's very cool.
Me too. It was very exciting. I was like, we laughed the entire episode.
Yeah,
we
it was
really
a good
did.
episode. Very good episode.
We really did. And we're really excited. We announced something on our Facebook page, and we're really excited about it because we're doing our own version of the Mirror Universe.
Yes, I'm so excited. Go watch our live and you can hear all about it, or what little bit we talked about it. That's going to be coming up soon, so stay tuned.
Klingon soap opera.
Klingon. All right, guys, thank you for coming and hanging out with us again. We hope you enjoyed us talking about Star Trek, the animated series. We're still in season 1, but we're going to keep plugging along, and I think we only have 3 seasons, right?
Yeah,
2?
I believe so. 3. I think it's 3 seasons.
3 seasons?
I think.
Well, come back next time, and we will talk about another episode, and y'all be safe and good and kind and loving and polite, and don't be a dick.
Nobody likes a bag of dicks.
A bag of dicks. I don't need that visual.
That's a visual.
Bye!
Well, I'm not done. I was gonna say,
Sorry.
like this video. We see views. If you view it, just like it. Gotta just like it. We love
Comment
you.
on it.
We love you.
Go
like
follow
it.
us on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes.
We have a Twitter. We don't really do Twitter because we don't understand Twitter because we're not young people.
I mean, we understand it, but I'm afraid to say that R word. I'm afraid I say it wrong. I don't know which one's right. Reddit? Is it Reddit?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, it's Reddit.
Read it. I've been on the Read It today.
I mean, anyway, I don't do that kind of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, we're not always up to touch. That doesn't make sense. We're a little bit out of touch.
We are
With some things, not with all things.
Yeah, with some things. I mean, like Venmo. I mean,
Never heard of it before tonight.
I mean, it's just.
What is that even like? If it's an app that you share money. Where did you come up with Venmo?
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be an acronym.
Maybe most, and it's for money. So what would be something money? Vendor money?
Maybe. Because my sister, when she's a nanny, and that's how the people she nannies for pay her. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna use it because I don't trust hackers. That was fucking amazing.
Bye.
Bye. We love you guys. Mwah.